Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Casper, the Boy Diviner, and I wanted to show you my Divine Gypsy Mother deck and book set from Scarlet Imprint. I've gotten this deck long time ago. I have even put powder on the cards because the cards were so hard to shuffle, and that encouraged me to try to use the deck. But at the same time, it's not an easy deck to read, for me at least. I think I find difficulties with any kind of new decks, of course, and this book is supposed to help with that. I've started reading it. At the same time, I often don't find so let's be clear. I'm a big fan of the creator. Actually, I really like Balthazar. Balthazar is very interesting. I really Balthazar Black. Yes, I find him very interesting. I've watched his YouTube for a long time. I've considered getting his consultations, things like that, but I just never got to it. Just never felt like the right time to focus my time on spirituality in the recent years. But I really needed this because I am a big fan of him, and no matter what, I did want to support him, as well as Alexander Danilov, whose deck I used to own, but since I've sold it away. Yeah, wonderful book. At the same time, I often don't find card by card playthroughs all that useful or engaging. I find myself being lost while reading about the specifics of the card. So I read the bookmark here. At the same time, I still don't have a very strong understanding of some of these cards, even though I read this, and I'm having problems also reconciling some of the different meanings of the cards, and that's on me more so than the book and card set. I do feel like they try to set you up for success. At the same time, I don't have that success. Regardless, the art is beautiful, the cards are nice, it's just hard to shuffle, so I do really recommend you putting some powder or something to make it easier to shuffle. Even after I did that whole thing, Benabel Wen has recommended that, it's still not so easy to do. Regardless, let's go through the cards. Constancy. So this makes me think about like perseverance, right? Visit. So it should read more like the Lenormand from what I understand. Message. And then letter. So I get a bit confused because letter tends to refer to like written communication. Then what is message? Is message something more holy? Is it a message from your brain, or could it be a text message versus a letter? So things like that. I maybe the book has covered it, I just don't remember. Thief. Jealousy. I do like how the book explains this. Jealousy is not this person coveting what he has. That is sort of envy. Jealousy is the fear that someone will take what you have. So I like the explanation in the book because it paints a clearer picture than this image. You tend to just see jealousy as a negative emotion and you think this guy has it. No, it's this guy. So that stuck with me. Little money. So this is a more of a negative approach. So when I see little money, I tend to think you get a bit of money, so it's a bit of luck. In this case, no, you have little money. Falseness. So very interesting, the mask, the smiley cat with who has trapped the bird. Enemy. I love this imagery, very nice. Merriment. Thought. So I've ordered this based on the book as well, just to show you guys. Cleric. So you see, the other one was message, right? Cleric feels like the receiver of that kind of holy message. And I don't know how applicable that is. Money, so better than little money. Lover. Beloved. So there are some options here that confuse me a bit, and it just feels like they are alternate images, right? So this is beloved and lover. I think these two are supposed to go together as well, then these two go together. I just thought, for the LGBTQ, they might have provided like a lover that is female and a beloved that was male, but no, it's just alternate art. And I don't like this guy, he looks a bit skeevy, so I'm not using him. And I prefer this lady than this lady, so I'm not using her, and I'm just pairing these two up. I don't care if they're compatible. So that's my choice. Gift. Fortune. House. So house, very Lenormand, right? Marriage. Hope. So this anchor also comes, I think, in the Lenormand, and it kind of talks about the game of hope, right? Child, like the Lenormand. Melody. this is not melody, but melody. I don't know how to pronounce it, but melody. Love. Officer. Journey. Judge. Desire. So this is different from jealousy, right? And desire can be positive or negative. Death. Very nice. I like the imagery as usual. Sadness. Fidelity. Loyalty, like the dog in Lenormand. Misfortune. Unexpected joy. Anger. Risk. Widow and Widower, which I find super hard to read, and when I played with this deck, these two cards keep coming up for me and I just don't know how to interpret that, right? I think the book explained that this deck happened during the war, right? Was popular during the war, so widows and widowers were more prevalent. I'm gonna give it a quick shuffle so that you guys can see what I'm talking about. It's pretty small, bendable, yes, but it's hard to put together. You see, I feel a lot of resistance even after the powder that I've used. Still not so bad after using the powder. Before the powder, it was really hard to shuffle, and that made me not want to use the deck. So after putting the powder, it's easier to shuffle, and let's do a test reading just so that you guys know how it looks together. I have the book next to me, so if I really need any help, I can open it up so you guys can see how it's applicable. Okay. Let's give a reading for everyone who's watching this video. Let's give them a message, right? Okay, fidelity, little money, and thought. See? Being too constant in your lack should make you think about how to get out of that situation. That's how I would see this. So, you know, I mean, this conversation came up recently with me and my mom just this morning. Some people are stuck in their situation because all they know is this, right? They don't have a new thought to get them out. They can't even conceive of it because they are so stuck in their ways and their situation. Not everyone is like that. Of course, some people strive to do better. I'm just saying that some people are like this. And so what do we do to get out? Apply to jobs, I guess. Yeah, apply to jobs. Apply to someone in power. Apply to people in power, the government, you know, high-ranking officials. Yeah, somewhere worthy, I guess. So I don't know if that resonates. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if you like how I read that. Let's see fidelity. So they have a whole page dedicated to this. I guess it does the artist justice. So yeah, permanence, routine, reliable. Yeah, that makes sense. And then let's see what officer is. So I would say this deck is not super hard if the humans don't appear. I find beloved so difficult. I find loved so difficult. Lover so difficult. Yeah, letter. So, good news, written message, email. Yeah. Okay. I hope this showed you sufficiently the book and the deck. I would say that it is quite an expensive buy for what it is. Everything is good quality, but maybe overly so. Like these cards, I think they chose the rose petal finish that was popular a few years ago, but it's no longer in vogue. But it is expensive to create. So, you know, if you jump with the images here, maybe you should just get it. At the same time, I can't give a strong recommendation just because I have difficulty using it. Okay, that's it. Hope you enjoyed this video. Everyone, take care. Bye.